I'm Lieutenant Greg Speed. I'm the Director of Police Training. I'd like to welcome everyone to the graduation ceremony of the Anne Arundel County Police Department's 91st recruit class. On September 3rd, 2020, these 39 men and women began their journey to become a police officer. Today, we are here to help them celebrate the achievement of their goal. The Training Academy staff has worked hard to prepare the recruit officers for the many challenges they will face while serving our community. During the Academy, recruit officers overcame physical and mental obstacles to meet the expectations of the Anne Arundel County Police Department. Our community expects professionalism, honesty, and compassion. These recruits understand the requirements set out for them. They are prepared to move forward to their next step of their police career and begin serving their community. The perseverance of these graduates is to be commended through their leadership, teamwork, dedication. The recruit officers have excelled in their efforts in becoming the best law enforcement officers in the best place for all, Anne Arundel County. This is a very special day for the men and women, the Anne Arundel County Police Department, and for you, the family members and friends who have supported them throughout their experience. We thank you for your continued support, and we thank you for being here today. Ladies and gentlemen, it was with great pride and honor that I present to you the recruit officers of the 91st recruit class. Please hold your applause while they march in. Corporal Beal, post. Please stand for today's invocation and the singing of our national anthem. It's my pleasure to introduce Reverend Gregory McNeil.
Let us bow. Eternal Father of all, maker and sustainer of all life, we acknowledge we're in your presence today, and we ask, as your grace covers all, that we stand in recognition of these young men and women and all those who've come before them. Continue to do those things that are right according to your divine and perfect will. Bless each and every household that is here, that stands in support of what is right, and we will do what is good according to your word. Let all of us who acknowledge your presence give you all honor and glory this day. These things we ask in the precious name of your Lord, our Lord and Savior. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend McNeil. Members of the Anne Arundel County Police Department, Officers Merkel and Rowland, will now sing our national anthem.
Break that! On! the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Order, arms. Right, hey. Forward, forward.
Thank you, Officers Merkel and Rowland, for your outstanding rendition of the national anthem. Everyone can please be seated.
Time for recruit class. Take seat.
I would like to now present the commander of our police training division, Captain Sarah Schreiber.
Good morning. Congratulations to the members of the 91st Recruit Class for your dedication in completing one of the most challenging training programs you will ever attend. You have met the challenge with determination, hard work, and pride in yourselves. I'm immeasurably proud of each of you, and I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors and in your careers. As I told you on the day we first met, never lose that perseverance and grit. Those are essential pillars of great character. Go on and do amazing things in your careers with passion and purpose. As you've learned these past 36 weeks, nothing worth having comes easy, and nothing easy is worth having. Always keep that in mind. Congratulations again. And to the families and the loved ones of our recruit officers, thank you for your unyielding encouragement you provided them. You played a vital role during their training program, and it does not go unnoticed. Thank you. Now I would like to take a few moments to acknowledge the special guests in attendance this morning who provide support to the police department and our training division. I will ask that you please hold your applause until the introductions are completed, beginning with the guests on stage. Mr. Stuart Pittman, County Executive for Anne Arundel County. Mr. Al Liebno, Executive Director of the Maryland Police Training Commission. Chief Amal Alwood, Chief of Police for Anne Arundel County Police Department. Sheriff Jim Fredericks, Sheriff for Anne Arundel County. Chief Tricia Wolford, Chief of the Anne Arundel County Fire Department. Chief Douglas Romali, Chief of the Annapolis City Fire Department. Deputy Chief Gerard Flemings, Chief for Operations. Deputy Chief William Lowry, Chief for Administration. Major Catherine Goodwin, Commander, Bureau of Patrol. Major Ross Passman, Commander, Bureau of Operations and Investigations. Mr. Matt Power, Chief Administrative Officer, Office of the County Executive. Dr. Kay Bodges de Bruin, Chief of Staff, Office of the County Executive. Corporal O'Brien Atkinson, FOP President, Anne Arundel County FOP Lodge 70. Reverend Gregory McNeil. Next are the guests in the audience. Colonel Frank Toohey, Chief Deputy Sheriff for Anne Arundel County. Chief John Lane, Chief of Fire Marshal Division for Anne Arundel County Fire Department. Captain Jeff Halpern, Fire Explosives Investigative Unit, Commander for Anne Arundel County Fire Department. Captain Joseph Jordan, Commander of Southern District. Captain Daniel Rodriguez, Commander of Western District. Captain Jeffrey Silverman, Commander of Eastern District. Lieutenant John Mahaffey, Executive Officer of Northern District. Captain Herbert Hassenpush, Commander Technical Services Division. Captain Frederick Plitt, Commander Community Relations Division. Captain Jeffrey Adams, Commander Support Services Division. Thank you all for your continued support. The Academy staff is comprised of 19 exemplary officers who are committed to making sure that our recruits receive the best possible training. This staff consists of some of the highest caliber instructors in the nation who are recognized by their peers for their expertise in various fields. They're absolutely some of the finest professionals that I've ever worked with, and I cannot thank them enough for their dedication to this class, the training division, and our police department. Thank you as well to our police personnel section, outside instructors, drill instructors, and department officers who assisted with the 91st recruit class. These men and women do a great service to the police academy by helping our recruit officers become the most professional police officers possible. Thank you all. At this time, I'd like to invite Mr. Stuart Pittman, the County Executive for Anne Arundel County, to come up to the podium. Sir?
Congratulations. Really, congratulations. You all have been through the longest and most rigorous class ever. And I think you're probably the best trained ever. I don't know that you should be telling your field training officers that, but you have been trained better than any of them. So wear that badge with pride. I want to welcome you to Anne Arundel County government. You're being welcome to the police department, but you are also public servants alongside everybody else in county government. And I want to read you a little something that is in my budget address that will be made public tomorrow at 11 a.m. I'm not going to tell you any numbers because I'm told that we're not supposed to leak in advance of releasing the budget, but I will read you a little bit of what I said because I think it's important for you to hear. This is at the end. I say, I will end by noting that trust in government is earned, and our public servants know that. But the harsh winds of politics often blow straight in their faces as they serve and protect us. That was especially true in this politically divided year. But across our county government, our people set politics aside and delivered to every resident, not only in the services they were hired for, but also whatever we asked of them as soldiers in the war against COVID-19. And then in the section on police, where I do have numbers that I won't read, I open up by saying, no aspect of government relies on public trust more than public safety, the most fundamental obligation of government and therefore an essential public investment. While state lawmakers debated the policies and processes to address the moments in policing when things go wrong, our own police chief, Amal Awad, moved forward with her leadership team to make sure things go right. And as is so often the case, moved a step or two ahead of the rest of Maryland. And you all know what I'm talking about. You all know the work that's being done in this police department. And I'm very proud of it. I actually think that we have possibly the best police department in the United States of America, certainly one of the best. So congratulations, you all are joining an amazing team. I did a preview of the budget with some reporters yesterday, embargoed for tomorrow, and I was asked by a reporter why we continue to increase funding for public safety and for the police department in an era, in a time when people are questioning whether that's the right thing to do. And my response was that in Anne Arundel County, I have not been asked to do anything but that. That while we have a lot of people in our community, everybody, I actually believe we all want the same thing. We want to build trust between our police officers and the community and local government, all of local government. But they're also saying they want quality, and you get what you pay for, right? So getting our officers to the pay level of our region was a very important priority, and that's been done. And continuing to modernize, continue to improve the training, expanding your training, the technology that we're using now are all absolutely essential investments. And I believe that the taxpayers of this county support that, so that when you're out on the streets and you're doing your work, I want you to know that the residents of this county support what you're doing. We all believe that the laws of this county and this state need to be enforced, and there are different ideas about how to get there possibly, but I think that we're all on the same page. So I want you to feel that love from our community and from the rest of county government. The state legislature passed the Police Affordability Act this year. It does not take effect until the middle of next year, 2022. There are likely to be amendments in the next session. And I recognize that when there's change, there's concern, particularly if you're a police officer and you're not sure whether it's the chain of command that you signed up to work under that's going to be making decisions about your future, when there's a question about whether protocol has been followed. But I want you to know that in this county, we are going to carefully move forward, deliberately. We're going to engage all stakeholders in this county to do everything we can to get this right. You've been trained very well. And if you do what you were trained to do, I know that your police chief, your command staff, and your county executive will have your back. And I know that you'll do that. So welcome to Anne Arundel County Police Department, welcome to Anne Arundel County government, and let's make this place the best place for all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. At this time, I'd like to call up Chief Atwood to the podium.
Good morning, everyone. Wow. Your first time, my first time. Welcome to your families. Thank you for sharing your loved ones with us here today and into the future. I know that this has been a grueling, I'm told 36 weeks of rigorous training, and I'm sure you've heard some rather interesting stories from your loved one. But know that we'll be here for them. We're going to take care of them, and we'll love them just as much as you do. Before I begin with my remarks, unfortunately, this morning, I realized that the harsh reality of this profession touched us last night, once again, right here in our home state of Maryland, and I'm going to ask us to pause for a moment of silence in honor of Corporal Peacock of the Delmar Police Department, which actually rests in both the state of Delaware and the state of Maryland. Our hearts, thoughts, and prayers are with Corporal Peacock and his family and the men and women of the Delmar Police Department during this most difficult time. So if you will, please, let's pause for a moment of silence. Thank you. This profession, it still remains the most rewarding profession throughout these most challenging times. We'll see a lot of change, and we've seen change throughout the course of our careers. The difference for us, those of us on the stage here right now, is you all will be tasked with implementing the changes moving forward. We'll be here only for a short time compared to your 25 years here. And I know you're very much invested in staying here for your full 25 years. But we've seen change before, and I know in my heart, as I know we all do, as leadership, as future leaders, we adapt. And we work together, and we grow through those changes. So we know that there will be legislation that will impact all of us, and we're going to work through that stuff together. And we're going to stay the course, because that's what we do. We're resilient. So, in this season of change and high-profile incidents, we've seen public demonstrations, civil unrest, and calls for equity, fairness, and justice. This is the most pivotal time in your careers, in our history, in the history of policing. And we all must be prepared to do the work that it's going to require, and we'll deliver it professionally, ethically, with compassion and empathy, as I know you all will. We will. You, the 91st, you've been chosen in this moment, for this moment. This is your moment, and it's a defining moment for you. You've answered the call to serve, and your service is rooted in selflessness. It takes a special person with an unconquerable spirit to selflessly answer the call. You've done that, and you've done it with pride, and we thank you. We need you. Our community needs you. And we're honored that you're joining the ranks of this noble profession. And that's to include our agency partners who are here today as well. Anne Arundel County Sheriff, Anne Arundel County Fire, and the City of Annapolis Fire. You all are part of this equation as well. Just know that I support you. You've heard the county executive speak to his support for us as a county, as an agency. But this command staff supports you. Anne Arundel County supports you. You heard Major Goodwin say yesterday, this county loves the Anne Arundel County Police Department. Despite what we hear, sometimes the negative rises a little higher than the positive. But know that we see you and we see the works that our officers do every day. And we know you'll do the same. You'll deliver the same level of professionalism and stellar service to the residents and visitors of this county. And know that we'll provide you with every bit of training and equipment and support that you need to get through each day as you move forward. Our Skilled Training Academy staff, thank you very much for raising the 91st. They've challenged you to give 110% of yourselves every day throughout your 36 weeks. Well, for the next 25 years, that's what we expect, and that's what our community expects. And we know you'll rise to the occasion. Accept in your hearts and your minds that you're the change. You are the change that our community's been awaiting. You've been trained on contemporary state-of-the-art equipment and contemporary principles. And you'll deliver that as you move forward, as you go out to patrol and serve folks. The community is looking for you. The community is looking for guardians, and that's who you are. And every day you go out, you have the opportunity to show people who you are. The eyes of the world are upon us and our profession, and you'll do what's right and just, no matter who's watching. You are the future, and you're the future leadership of this department. And again, every day you have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression, a positive impression. All you have to do is get out of your car and talk to people. You'll have opportunities to play with kids and help seniors cross the street and help families with their groceries. And just recently out of the Eastern District, some officers came across some kids playing basketball and using a makeshift hoop. Well, they were playing with the ball. The officers actually stood in and provided a makeshift hoop by gesturing just like this, so the kids could play basketball. And then the following day, those same officers returned with a basketball hoop for those children. No one asked them to do that. That's just who they are. And all we ask is you deliver that same level of commitment and kindness and compassion to the community. Every day you go out here to serve. Show us who you are. Show the community who you are. There will be positive engagements and there will be negative engagements. That's the nature of the profession. We are tasked with enforcing laws. But always remember to allow folks to walk away with their dignity. That's so important. Allow a person's dignity to remain intact, and folks will always remember you for that. You'll see and experience many challenging things throughout your career here. You'll see victims of domestic violence, assaults, sexual assaults, just very, very heinous crimes at times. And then you also see the positive side. But just know that in those moments where you may feel challenged, remember why you answered the call. And I guarantee the vast majority of you, when you were interviewing for this position, said you wanted to help people, right? So just remember, you're here to help folks. You'll see folks on their best days and you'll see them on their worst. And when you do, think back to this day. Think back to this celebration of who you are and why you signed up to be an Anne Arundel County police officer or one of our respective agency partners. You signed up here to protect this community, to safeguard the community, to be part of the community, and to make it a safer place for everyone. So always remember your why. You'll take your oath of office here very shortly. We'll pin your badges. That oath of office, we all hold sacred, and I'm asking you to do the same. Know why you take that oath. It's special to you and you alone. Most importantly, remember to take care of yourselves. You'll see enough in this career, and it's not for the faint at heart, this career. Make sure to take care of yourselves and look out for one another, okay? And if you need help, ask for help. We have plenty of resources, but we encourage you to talk through with someone you trust when you feel like you're struggling with something. It's important to get that stuff out, right? And take care of yourself. We're here. We'll provide every resource for you. And as you journey forward, always seek feedback. You know, it doesn't hurt to ask, how am I doing? We ask all the time. Speak up and never lose your curiosity to learn. So, remember your training. You've received the best. Thank you to our academy staff, our captains, command staff, everyone engaged in your 36 weeks in your growth. Hold on to your moral compass. Hold on to everything that you've experienced throughout your lifetimes. And hold on to all the values and principles that your parents and your family have imparted with you. You've got that stuff ingrained. You know what to do. Lastly, hold on to our department's values. And I'm sure you know them by heart. But for those who don't, it's professionalism, oath of office, loyalty, integrity, courage, and ethics. That's who we are. I'm so proud of you all. And although I may not seem excited, I'm very excited, humbly excited for you all, for the great works you will bring forward for this agency, for the community. You have your entire futures ahead of you, and we're here to support you throughout your journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Now I'd like to introduce Recruit Officer Ricky Bullock, the class leader for the 91st class, who will be delivering the speech on behalf of his class.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Recruit Officer Bullock, and welcome to the Anne Arundel County Police Department's 91st Recruit Class graduation. I'm the class leader. On behalf of myself and my classmates, I want to take a moment to thank the County Executive, Mr. Stuart Pittman, the Chief of Police, Chief Amaro Alwed, Training Division Commander, Captain Sarah Shriver, Executive Officer, Lieutenant Brent Weaver, Training Section Commander, Lieutenant Greg Speed, entry-level supervisors, Todd Betts, Sergeants Todd Betts and Troy Cash, the entire Academy staff, and all of our family and friends and distinguished guests who are here with us today. Today I want to share with you the 91st class experience with the Academy. On September the 3rd, the 39 of us showed up in our suits for admin day, which seemed to go on forever, from my perspective. Then on Friday, September the 4th, the day the fun began. For some, others, not so much. I recall being met in the recruit parking lot by drill instructor Sergeant Daughters, who marched us up to the academy grounds. Honestly, I don't remember much about that day, besides being issued gear from the entry-level staff. And going over yard goals they had to memorize by Monday. The end of the day is what I remember most. We were instructed to go to the locker room, grab all of our gear, and change into PT gear. In my mind, I was thinking, the day can't be over and that easy. And it was all too good to be true. And I was right. As we formed up outside the locker rooms with our gear from our lockers and trash bags, Sergeant Betts proceeded to take us on a run that seemed to last forever. We'll call it the commitment run, because it was to test how committed we were to becoming law enforcement officers. After that day, we embarked on a 36-week process where training began to pick up very quickly, both academically and physically. As a few of us like to say, the physical training portion got a bit spicy. I remember Corporal Cook recommended to us to start a group messaging app so we could connect as a class. For the first couple of weeks, that seemed like the worst idea ever. As some days, the messaging never stopped. But the bond of 39 of us created over 36 weeks will be everlasting. We've seen each other at our highest and our lowest. We went from heated arguments in the parking lot or after long training days to coming together during PT sessions, which we all agreed Corporal Bell and Corporal Burleson lived for. As we look back on the 36 weeks and what we have endured throughout, some days where we got smoked were comical. Days, for instance, where Recruit Officer Sis literally had oatmeal shooting out of his mag pouches. And Corporal Bell asking him, well, what flavor is it? To him replying, original, ma'am. And Corporal Kaufman yelling, is there any better flavor? Or when Recruit Officer Alan Ward got a tour of the scenery, and where he got to take in the big, beautiful sky, the white, puffy clouds, and the tall green trees. I'm truly to have gone through this experience with each and every one of you. Thank you all for sticking it out and giving your all throughout our time here at the Academy. Thank you for trusting me as your leader and allowing me to lead you over these past 36 weeks. Before I finish, I want to thank the family and friends, to all my brothers and sisters that are here with us today, for giving them support outside of the Academy to help them succeed. I also want to thank my fellow leadership, my assistant class leader, and my squad leaders. You guys were on top of it every step of the way. You made things for me a lot easier. And without you, I could not have done any of this. So I thank you. Thank you for letting me speak here today. Congratulations, 91st. Chief Alway to step to the podium. Ma'am, it has been a tradition of previous graduating classes to present the Chief of Police with a plaque signifying recognition of our deep appreciation for the quality of training we received at the Academy. On behalf of the 91st Recruit class, I present you with this plaque.
Amazing, thank you. This thing's bigger than I am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Recruit Officer Bullock. You did a great job. We will now present special awards to several recruit officers. Sergeant Todd Betts, who is the supervisor in charge of the 91st Recruit class, will come forward to assist with the presentations. During the course of our police training academy, emphasis was placed on an individual's ability to work as a team. However, there were several areas where individual excellence was observed. At this time, I would like to distinguish those recruit officers who have demonstrated exceptional performance in the areas of academics, firearms proficiency, emergency vehicle operations, physical fitness, defensive tactics, and leadership. Academic Achievement Award. The Academic Achievement Award is presented in recognition of the individual who maintains the highest academic average throughout the training process. Our training program consists of over 40 written and numerous essay examinations. The Academic Achievement Award for the 91st Recruit class is awarded to Recruit Officer Jason Blair. Award. The next award is presented in recognition of the police recruit who demonstrated the highest overall combined score in our emergency vehicle operations course, known as EVOC. This course is designed to test an individual's ability to operate a vehicle under extreme conditions. The recipient of this award for the 91st Recruit class is Recruit Officer Eddie Vasquez. Marksmanship Award. The Marksmanship Award is presented to the recruit officer who achieves the highest overall combined score during our firearms training process. Each recruit spends numerous hours of instruction in proper use of firearms. The Marksmanship Honor for the 91st Recruit class is presented to Recruit Officer Jason Mills. Physical Fitness Award. The next award is presented to the recruit officer that excelled in physical fitness, which tests cardiovascular endurance as well as overall strength. An officer's physical fitness will have a major impact on their career. The Physical Fitness Award for the 91st Recruit Class is presented to Recruit Officer Jason Blair. Defensive Tactics Award. The Defensive Tactics Award is presented in recognition of the individual who demonstrated the highest level of proficiency in our defensive tactics training program. This program is designed to build the necessary skills to make sound judgment, proper utilization of issued equipment, and to overcome adversity in a physical altercation. The program culminates in a physically and mentally challenging final examination where all skills are combined and tested. The recipient for the 91st Recruit Class is Recruit Officer Stephen Rosen. Leadership Award. Finally, the Academy would like to present the final award to a recruit officer who displayed exceptional leadership skills, motivation, and dedication to the 91st class. The Leadership Award is traditionally presented to the class leader. As a class leader, the recruit must go above and beyond the typical recruit assignments. Additionally, the class leader is instrumental in assisting the class with the transition to Academy life, as they provide enormous assistance to the Academy staff as well. The role of the class leader is difficult, time-consuming, and often a thankless job. For the 91st Recruit Class, we would like to present the Leadership Award to Recruit Officer Ricky Bullock Jr. and thank him for his service to the class and our staff. Congratulations to all of these recruits. Would Recruit Officer Bullock please step to the front of the podium? It is the mission of the Anne Arundel County Police Drill Instructor to assist recruits in their efforts to become highly motivated, well-disciplined, physically and mentally fit, and able to protect and serve the citizens with pride. They lead by example because, after all, they are police officers who proudly serve the community. The 91st Recruit Class was given the opportunity to select the drill instructor who did an outstanding job accomplishing the mission. I am proud to present the award to Drill Instructor Dominic Grossi and thank him for his service to the class and to our Academy staff. Unfortunately, Corporal Grossi is unable to be here today. Corporal Bell will be accepting the award on his behalf. We will now present the 91st Recruit Class with their badges.
Long, long time ago. A long, long time ago. I heard it on the radio. Mama, mama, don't you cry. Mama, mama, don't you cry. My side partners won't let me die. My side partners won't let me die. Daddy, daddy, don't you fuss. Daddy, daddy, don't you fuss. Coming home, it ain't so much. Coming home, that is a must. Yo left, right. Ha! Detail. Up.
At this time, I would like to ask Chief Atwood, County Executive Pittman, to please step forward to present the badges. Our photographer will be taking photos. Family members, please feel free to come up and take pictures when your recruit officer is up. Don't be shy. Dakota Allen Ward. Jason Blair. Daniel Brock. Ricky Bullock Jr. Chase Burton. Deanna Diggs. Assisting the chief with the presentation of the badge is her brother, Lieutenant Cedric Hayward Jr. of the Seat Pleasant Police Department. Aldrin Doe. José Flores Granados. Elijah Foreman. It's a tall bunch. Brianne Knighting. Assisting the chief with the presentation of the badge is her grandfather, retired Deputy Sheriff George Kayer of the Anne Arundel County Sheriff's Office. Okay, Scott, do you need more? Okay. Carly Harris. Assisting the chief with the presentation of the badge is her grandfather, Donald Dixon, retired United States military police. Virginia Hernandez. Tiffany German. She always smiles. Craig King. Now we're talking. Kevin Kirby. Assisting the chief with the presentation of the badge is his sister, Sergeant Allison Doherty of the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. So considerate. John Kurtz V. Assisting the chief with the presentation of the badge is his father, retired Private First Class John Kurtz IV of the United States Capitol Police. Tyler Manning. Joseph Markowski. Assisting the chief with the presentation of the badge is his brother, Detective Paul Markowski of the Hartford County Sheriff's Department. Joseph Mastros. Jacob Mills. Assisting the chief with the presentation of the badge is his father, retired Corporal Eugene Mills Jr. of Prince George's County Police Department. Jonathan Moore. Jeffrey Mull. Assisting the chief with the presentation of the badge is his father, retired Corporal Raymond Mull of the Anne Arundel County Police Department, and he was one of my FTOs. Elizabeth Myers. Assisting the chief with the presentation of her badge is her husband, Corporal Andrew Myers of the Anne Arundel County Police Department. Kevin Nash. Jin Parada. Dondre Phillips. Assisting the chief with the presentation of the badge is his brother-in-law, Officer William Baton of the Anne Arundel County Police Department. Tony Price, Jr. Gurpreet Singh. Michael Sisk, Jr. Paul Sturgill. Melvin Sykes. Eddie Vasquez. Assisting the chief with the presentation of the badge is his father, Officer Eddie Vasquez, Jr. of Prince George's County Police Department. Kevin Villeneuve. Sean Wallace. Assisting Chief Atwood with the presentation of the next badges is Sheriff Fredericks of the Anne Arundel County Sheriff's Office. William Kogel. Stephen Rosen. Assisting Chief Atwood with the presentation of the next badges is Chief Wolford of the Anne Arundel County Fire Department. Christopher Cleary. Dreama Jester. Assisting the Chief with the presentation of the badge is her husband, Battalion Chief Chuck Jester of the Anne Arundel County Fire Department. Thank you, Chief. Assisting Chief Atwood with the presentation of the next badge is Chief Romali of the Annapolis City Fire Department. Joshua Dupree. Please be seated. Corporal Bell, post.
91st recruit class, attack, up! Forward, march! Left, right, left. A long, long time ago. A long, long time ago. I heard it on the radio. Sounds good to me. To be a cop in this county. Your left, right.
Ha!
Your left, right.
Ha!
Long, long time ago.
A long, long time ago.
I
Chief Atwood, will you please administer the oath of office to the Anne Arundel County Police Department officers of 91st Recruit Class?
91st. If you'll raise your right hand and repeat after me. Administering the oath of office. I do swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States. And that I will bear faithful. And bear true allegiance. To the state of Maryland. And support the Constitution and laws thereof. And that I will. To the best of my skill and judgment. Diligently and faithfully. Without partiality or prejudice. Execute the office of police officer. In and for. Anne Arundel County. According to the Constitution of this state. 91st, congratulations. Welcome to the family.
On behalf of County Executive Stuart Pittman, Chief Atwood, the Police Command staff, and the Academy staff, I would like to thank you all for sharing in this special occasion. To the members of the 91st Recruit Class, remember the principles of duty, honor, and integrity that you've been taught. You are the guardians of every single person's dignity and human rights. You are also the champions of the Constitution. You must always possess impeccable character, remaining considerate, honest, and professional. Please understand that your actions, whether positive or negative, are a direct reflection on all police officers. As we discussed from day one and throughout the entire training program, with great power comes great responsibility. Welcome to the family. Congratulations and best wishes. Corporal Bell, take charge of the graduating class.
Officer Bullock, take charge of the 91st class.
Yes, ma'am. Right face. Forward march. Left. Left. Right. Left. Your left, right. Ha! Your left, right. Ha! Your left, right. Ha! We are the 91st class. We are the 91st class. And we like to do PT. Push up, sit ups. Doing twice just for fun. We are the 91st class. And we like to party. B-A-R-T-Y. Party, party.
This concludes the ceremony. Thank you all so much for attending. Have a great day.